Hey, easy, 63, 60.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And an Eagle first down.
Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. They find some open field here. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
King, Phil King. Don't touch. 63, 63. Right there, right there. Don't touch.
Throwing is Hurts. And they're going to get him. They bring him down, a sack back at the 16-yard line. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
319.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, 73. Hey, easy, 63, 63. Truman. No touch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. Smith in motion right. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
63.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Well, it'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
For the field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll avoid him at the 40. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the sack on first down, Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Out of the gun now on third down. That is caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 24 on a third down conversion.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll just get rid of it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
In motion right is Smith. To throw again on second down. Hurts. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 51 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
The score, Eagles 12, Bills 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Allen. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Throwing now is Allen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Again, it's Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Davis. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Eagles 12. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pushing his way through. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 25 on 2nd down, Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Hook made by Terrell Bernard. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Alert!
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's Allen to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Josh Allen sacked. A loss of 14 on the play.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Prater on to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Bills.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
56.
To throw, it's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Alert! Monday.
Allen from the gun on third down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
Middle. Hey, tight. Out. 56. Alert! Middle.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
The Bills, first down.
Up the middle to Davis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9. At the Eagles' 46-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen going to throw. That's complete to Cooks. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards on the pick.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brings up third and 1.
Middle. Alert!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Allen. He gets it to Cooks. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now 2nd and 5.
Out. Middle. 39, 56, 56. Sunday.
Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he's got underneath to his running back, complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Alert, alert, alert.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Five wide. Alert! Gun. Half 85. Alert! Look out!
Now Allen. And it's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Smith will come in motion right. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Giving big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10.
Don't touch it.
They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Philadelphia.
Miami. Good. Get it.
Now back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Barkley inside handoff. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
The Eagles will set up for the 2.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
56. Regular.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, tight. 5 wide. Alert! Stop. Where's that?
Back to throw. Allen getting this ball out wide for Davis. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
56. Hey, home. Alert! Gun. Half 10. What's that?
To throw is Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Great. Set. Right there. Carl Leviani. Hey, 73. Carl Leviani.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here now, 3rd down.
180.
He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, He needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Trimmer.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the defense out and timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, he had a great night throwing the football. Wound up with 3 touchdown passes for the game.